Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew. I just got finished watching the face-off between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. And in the first 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I was really shaking my head, literally shaking my head. Like, why are you asking questions about hearsay, he say, she say, and what did you feel when you heard? To me, that made the whole entire face-off not entertaining at all. The entire face-off was not entertaining. And I truly believe, looking at this face-off from the lens and perspective of a casual fan, I truly believe that it wasn't enough to sell a casual fan, to make a casual fan say within themselves, I'm going to purchase this fight. I'm going to purchase an airplane ticket and fly over to Brooklyn, New York, and watch this fight and buy a ticket to see this event. I'm looking at it from a lens of a casual now, from the lens and perspective of a casual fan, because that's the fan base that I look at making an appeal to, not the hardcore. I'm talking about the casual fan. Okay? We want to galvanize the casual fan and convert them to become hardcore fans in boxing. When I say we, I'm talking about us in the business of boxing. So when you look at the line of questioning, even after the 4.5 minutes in the beginning, the line of questioning, I think 2 out of the last 10 questions, that it was all right. But the other overall, them questions that was being asked, they were silly questions. As an interviewer, and I know that the interviewer, I don't know his name, but I know that he knows exactly when their last fight was because he mentioned it. But it wasn't enough to make the new casual fan say, I don't know what happened in their last fight, but I'm going to buy this one. Because casual fans, they don't watch boxing every single time an event is promoted. So we have to make an appeal to them. And I don't believe this face-off did it. Did not make an appeal to a casual fan. In my personal opinion, I'm looking at it from the lens of a casual fan. And it wasn't because of Devin Haney, nor was it because of Ryan Garcia. It was the interviewer, the host. The line of questioning that he was asking them didn't galvanize them to really answer in a way that made it appealing even to each other. They were trying to carry the face off the best that they could, but the line of questioning, I'll give you an example. When when Devin Haney was facing off with Regis Prograis, you know what the interviewer did? He let them carry the face off. He let them talk. He let them go back and forth and have high drama, not toxic, but high drama, and let them dialogue with each other instead of just asking a question, letting them answer, and then asking a follow-up question. No, let them engage each other. We want to see high drama, not toxic drama, but high drama to galvanize hardcore and casual fans to say, you know what? That was a good face-off. I'm a believer. I believe when Ryan say he's going to knock out Devin Haney. I believe it. I believe when Devin Haney say he's going to knock out Ryan Garcia. I believe it. That's the type of conversions we get when it comes to casual fans becoming hardcore fans. And watch this. Casual fans who's watching it on television for free, like a YouTube video, and a casual fan converting to becoming a pay-per-view buyer. See, I'm coming from the perspective of business. And it wasn't the fighters. It was the line of questioning from the host and interviewer. And it just made this whole entire face-off very plain and dry. 16 minutes of it. The first 4.5 was about he say, she say. These are grown men. These are not women. These are not catty females who's concerned about he say, she say. No, these are professional boxers, young men, world-class level competitors, warriors, champions, amateur pedigree, all that's included. So the line of questioning could have greatly improved because the way it started and the way it ended, it was dry and sour. And I do hope that this fight does 1.5 million or 2.22 million, like Ryan Garcia said. But at the end of the workday, we got to keep it all the way 100. This face-off that is not going to convert anyone to become a pay-per-view buyer. Not this face-off. I know there's probably going to be another press conference, hopefully. Of course, there's going to be a weigh-in the night before the fight. But they're going to have to pick this promotion up. It don't always have to be drama. But what I'm saying is, if you coming off of the last time these fighters saw each other, which was the press conference that they did in California, that was even like shakier than the New York press conference. The New York press conference which was the first conference, they did relatively well. Relatively. Then they had the real face-off where there was pushing and shoving going on. Bodyguards got involved. How y'all go from that to this face-off right here? And it's not the fighters. And that's what I'm talking about. So the promotion has to do much better to galvanize a casual fan for this fight to be paid for, to become the top pay-per-view bought card in the decade. Because that's what Ryan Garcia is saying, 1.5 to 2 million. But that's not going to be the case in this fight. First of all, you got to have a great undercard. And I'm still waiting to see who's going to be on the undercard. Because remember, I talked to y'all about this. I'm the first and only YouTuber, content creator in the boxing community that talked about having a solid undercard with some East Coast bangers. And that's for the live gate. And some recognizable names for our pay-per-view audience. This fight is not going to sell on its own. Okay? You're going to have a solid competitive undercard. Remember, what did I teach y'all about the promotion side of the business? You got your bread and water, your appetizer, and then the entree. Remember I taught y'all that? And so that's the perspective I'm coming from. And not only the undercard that has to help sell this fight, this pay-per-view card. You have to have better face-offs and more high drama. And it doesn't have to be toxic when I say drama. We're talking about keeping it professional, but at the same time, let it be some drama in there. Positively. We have to galvanize the community in boxing, the casual fan, to buy this fight. And so I don't think they're going to have another face-off. Typically, when you have face-offs, it's usually one time. But go back and look at some of the throwback face-offs. Go look at Miguel Cotto and Margarito face-off on, leading up to their rematch. Go look at Bernard Hopkins versus Jean Pascal leading up to their rematch. That was one of the best face-offs of all time. Go back and look at when Sugar Shane Mosley and Floyd Mayweather faced off. Victor Ortiz, Floyd Mayweather faced off. Go look at those face-offs. There's more that I can name, but just look at those face-offs. Just to start off on YouTube. Go on YouTube and watch those face-offs. especially the Bernard Hopkins and John Pascal face off leading up to the rematch. Go look at that one. And that's going to be the barometer that we're going to use for a fight of this magnitude between Ryan Garcia, a social media darling, boxer. I'm not going to say he ain't no boxer. He is a boxer. He's a social media darling, yes, but he's also a professional boxer who has a great amateur pedigree. We're not going to discredit him because he has a huge following on social media and say he's not a boxer. No, that's not right. And then we have a talented, skilled, decorated amateur and Devin Haney, a world champion in multiple divisions. A fight of this magnitude? Oh, that face-off got to be on point. It's got to be popping from here on out. Every press conference from here on out. Because it started fizzling after they start shoving each other. We got to pick the momentum up. You know what? I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.